Well, I have to say, as sad as it is to leave, today is the perfect day to head out of here because it is cloudy, it looks like it might rain. So we got the best days covered in the sun. Time to officially check out now. Gotta get all packed up and head back to reality. Pants!
Pants!
I'll see you at home.
Okay, babe.
Love you.
Love you.
Home sweet home, and look at that, fresh groceries waiting for us to kick off the new week, or the new second half of this week, the brand new middle end of back on the diet. Oh my God. I officially just made the best tasting fruit smoothie I've ever made to date. It's almost 5 p.m., first time eating all day. I just got home from the gym. I do intermittent fasting, as you guys know. I had my protein shake. Now it's time for my heavy hitting dose of carbohydrates, my serving of fruit for the day, my antioxidants, my fiber, my probiotics, my micronutrients, my health for the day. So this time we're switching it up. I'm using Wyman's of Maine fruit again, but this time it's the cherry berry plum with cocoa nibs in it. I love plums, I love cherries, and I love dark berries in general. So this blend tastes amazing. This is my fiber, my antioxidants, my micronutrients, my fruit right here. Mix that with the strawberry cheesecake flavor of Greek yogurt. Light and fits, it's only 80 calories. That's your probiotics for the day. Plus, yogurt tastes amazing. Last but not least, the biggest twist is instead of using tap water, I'm adding a Greater Than sports drink into the mix. Greater Than sports drinks is a coconut water based sports drink. It's all natural, all organic, so any sugar in it is natural sugar coming from fruits, and it is 3 times more hydrating than any Powerade or Gatorade or any other sports drink. It has triple the amount of electrolytes. It has 280 milligrams of potassium in there for you, and it's only 50 calories a pop, again, all just coming from fruit sources. So this is an amazing tasting, healthy ass drink. Phenomenal for post-workout or pre-workout because it's so hydrating. So it comes in 3 flavors: orange mango, tropical medley, and grapevine. Grapevine's the one you want to go with for this blend. Grapevine goes amazing with the plums and the dark berries. So you add a full 12 plus ounces in, that's 1 whole box. Blend that up. Oh my goodness, it tastes so freaking good. Just the flavor of the grapevine from the Greater Than makes all the difference in the world. And this smoothie is now 338 calories, 15 grams of protein, 57 grams of carbohydrates, again, all coming from fruit, almost 10 grams of fiber, and 10 grams of fat in one smoothie. Post-workout, that is amazing. You're hydrating, you're getting your micronutrients in, your antioxidants, your fiber, your health. So the yogurts are available at any grocery store and Walmart, I believe. The fruit is also available right at Walmart and probably any grocery store. The Greater Than sports drinks, I put the website link in the info box below. You can use the discount code NW30 to get a 12-pack for 30% off and free shipping. And if you just want to try out a sample to see how you like them, you can actually get a sample pack of just 3, it's one of each flavor, for $6 plus free shipping just by using the code TRYNW. So I put both of those codes and what they do in the info box below for you guys if you want to get your hands on these. Really recommend them, they're really good. If you guys try this recipe out, tag me in it, let me know what you think. You're gonna love it. So this is week number 3 of the new strength cycle that I'm doing. On top of my bodybuilding movements, I did upper body twice already this week at the hotel, as you guys saw in my last video. So I'm not doing a full chest workout today, but I do want to stay consistent with my bench programming to build that bench up. So I'm making sure to hit my bench today since I missed it earlier this week, and the rest of the workout will be back. But this is week 3, and I'm only using 295. Week 1 was 275 for a 4x4. Week 2 was 275 for a 4x6. Week 3, we bumped it up to 295 for a 4x6. So gradually adding weight, but still it's under 75% of my max. By week 3, still using under 75%. Stay conservative, build that weight gradually. Next week, we may even keep the weight the exact same and see if we can just move it faster. It's not always about going heavier. If you can just move the weight that you did last week a bit faster and easier, that's good, that's progress. If I'm feeling really good next week, we'll bump it up maybe as much as only 300 pounds, a 5-pound jump. Conservative, slow and steady, build that strength, acclimate your CNS. Don't rush into heavy weight right away. Now it's time to jump into deadlifts, same thing, programming, and then back hypertrophy, baby. stiff bar because I'm having a hard time being patient and pulling the slack out the bottom, so I gotta work on that. Another thing I'm switching up with deadlifts, because deadlifts are so physically draining, and since I'm in a caloric deficit, I'm dropping the rep range. So instead of doing like a 5x5, doing like a 5x3 or even like a 4x3, keeping the weight pretty moderate. You don't have the calories, you don't have the carbs, you don't have the energy coming in that you really need for high volume and heavy workouts. So your best bet, man, when you're in a deficit, you want to just try to maintain strength, keep strength, maybe even build at the beginning. Keep the volume a little bit lower, keep that weight pretty moderate, and just make sure you stay hammering away at your hypertrophy work afterwards. Time to finally kick in some cardio. Is cardio necessary when trying to drop body fat, trying to drop weight? Yes and no. In this video, I'll break down exactly how cardio actually works for weight loss, and then I'll get into the different styles of cardio. So you know I'm all about my analogies, right? Today we're gonna use a funny one. We're gonna use money as the analogy, finances. But right now, we're gonna make believe we're in an ass backwards universe where money is bad. The bigger the savings you have, the worse it is, okay? Because money is calories and your savings is your body fat. So in this analogy, we have our diet, our food, our intake. We have our savings account, our body fat. You, that's your checking. No one uses a checking anymore. It's all about that cashback rewards credit card paid off via savings. Am I right? Just for example, say checking account, money comes in, money goes out. This is you, this is your body. And this is your caloric expenses. This is what you spend money on every single day, every single week. Your rent, your car payment, your food. So here's how it works. This is you, this is your checking, right? This is your body. Say this line represents $2,000 or 2,000 calories. So say you're making $2,000 a month. Your expenses, all right, your mortgage, your rent, your car payment, your food is $2,000. So this demands $2,000. So you immediately spend that paycheck on all your expenses and boom, you're just breaking even. Your savings over here is not being touched. You're making just enough to cover the expenses. You make it, you spend it, you make it, you spend it. You're breaking even. That's called your maintenance, all right? That's when you're maintaining. So if you're taking in enough calories to match what you're burning, you're not gaining weight and you're not losing weight. That's your maintenance, you're maintaining, right? So what happens? We want to get rid of the savings, right? We don't want that savings. So what do? We cut down our calorie intake. We go into a deficit. We go on a diet. We cut down our hours at work. We make less money. So we drop our income down to that next line. So that next line is $1,500. We just dropped from $2,000 to $1,500. But our expenses are still $2,000. So now we're coming up short. So we expend 1,500 calories that we took in today. We're still $500 short. We need to go to our savings and take it out of our savings. Now our savings is down. That's your body fat. Now your body fat's down. So that's what happens when you're taking in a lower amount of calories than you're spending every day. You start going into your stored body fat to make up for that difference. Your body starts burning into the fat that it has stored. You start burning into your savings. And again, in this backwards universe, savings is bad, money is bad, so this is a good thing. You want the savings down and smaller. But what happens is your body is a machine at adapting. It doesn't want to go into starvation mode. It doesn't want to keep taking from its stored resources because that's not good. That's risking its life. So it adapts the metabolism. After a couple of weeks of you giving yourself less than you're burning, your body's going to adjust the metabolism, slow it down, and say, okay, now I only want to burn 1,500 calories to equal the 1,500 coming in. It's going to try to even itself out and always get back to that maintenance. So now you just cut out going out to eat every week, right? You just paid off your car, you have no more expense. You cut out an expense, so you just made 1,500, but now your expenses are only 1,500. So you pour it in, and you don't need to take anything from your savings. Your paycheck, once again, matches your expenses. So again, you go and lower your calories even more. Now you drop them to 1,300, right? That bottom line right there, 1,300. And I hope none of you actually have calories this low. This is just an example. That's way too low. But now you're making 1,300 a day. Your expenses are still 1,500 a day. So again, 1,300 spent, you still need $200 more, you take it from your savings. Now that savings is getting lower and lower, that's your body fat. Your body fat's finally dropping, but your body's going to continue adapting and adapting. Eventually you're going to keep breaking even and not touching your savings. Your body wants to do everything it can to not dig into its stored fat, to not take from savings, right? Your body's a great budgeter. This is where cardio comes in now, okay? So cardio is adding an expense. Say you do a session of cardio and it burns 300 calories, all right? You just withdrew 300 more calories from yourself, and that 300 calories has to come from somewhere. So say, again, you're taking in 1,200 calories, right? You've gone all the way down to 1,200 calories and you finally plateaued, which happens in diets. You get lower and lower and lower in calories, you burn a lot of body fat, your savings goes down, but you hit this wall where you just can't burn anymore. That last little bit of body fat gets stuck. This is when you kick in some cardio. So cardio is like a tax, like an extra tax. Or maybe it's like an extra expense you added on. So now this demand went from 1,200 up to 1,500. So now you give it your 1,200 that you just took in, it's still demanding 1,500 because that cardio just charged you $300 more. Then you go back to taking it from savings again. And that's how cardio adds to your deficit. Now here's the beauty of cardio. Cardio can allow you to eat more because again, so say you're taking in 2,000 calories, right? We're back to 2,000 calories. And your expenses now are 2,000 calories plus the cardio session. Say you burn 500 calories in your cardio session. So now your expenses are $2,500, but you only made $2,000. So now you gotta take the extra 500 from your savings, but wait, not if you just eat more. If you eat another 500 calories, if you make another $500, you work some extra hours, you make the $500, then that can go into your expense, and you're still keeping your maintenance now. So basically, cardio can raise your maintenance. Cardio can make it so you can eat more, because you're burning more. And you can let either one do its job. So either you just lower your income, or you raise your expenses, which would be cardio. As for the different types of cardio, HIIT, high intensity interval training, HIIT, is the best one metabolically as far as it gives you the best bang for your buck. You can do it for the shortest amount of time and get the most out of it on a fat burning level. There's so many different examples of HIIT, it would actually be easier for me just to tell you to look up different HIIT workouts on YouTube because there's so many options. You can, if you're very overweight, you're very heavy, I recommend starting off very gradually. Just do it twice a week, once a week. If it's really hard, if you just start off once a week, just something to get yourself going, ease into it slowly. And again, if you're really out of shape or perhaps you're really overweight, you can go at it kind of easily too. Like a good HIIT routine could be getting on a bike. Because if you're heavy and you haven't ran in a while, I don't like running. I think it's very hard on the knees. So the bike or the Stairmaster, though the Stairmaster is harder to do HIIT with. But say you're on the bike, the stationary bike, you can do perhaps 1 minute of low intensity, very slow, easy cycling, and then kick it up to an all-out sprint, full exertion for 30 seconds straight. Then do a minute, and then keep repeating that 15 to 20 times. And that's a very easy way to start off gradually. And the goal is to make it more intense as you go. Perhaps 30 seconds of low intensity, and then 2 minutes straight of a full sprint. And then repeat that 15 to 20 times once you're more accustomed to the cardio. It's all about adapting slowly from where you're at. I like LISS, low intensity, walking on the treadmill for an hour, being on the stationary bike at a moderate pace for about 45 minutes. The Stairmaster for 45 minutes to an hour is the best one in my opinion. They don't have as much bang for your buck. You have to spend more time on them to burn the fat than you would with HIIT, but they're not as brutal feeling as HIIT. I feel like if you're training really hard in the gym, then you go and do HIIT, it could tire you out faster, fatigue you sooner, especially if you're on low calories. It may not, but it might. It's all about finding what works for you mentally. You just don't want to feel mentally exhausted from the gym because that's not good. So any form of cardio works. You just want to be doing activity that's going to burn energy. Me personally, I let the diet take care of everything when I first started diet. I go extremely long without doing cardio simply because I don't like cardio. That's just a preference thing. I have no problem with cutting down the calories. I don't like cardio. You can absolutely do it the opposite way. You can keep your calories nice and high and start kicking in cardio subtly. And that'll allow you to still eat really good while still going into a deficit. You can do either which one, but then you just got to deal with making sure you stay on top of your cardio every day or every other day or 4 days a week, whatever you're doing. So it's really just a preference thing. It's pros and cons. And then once you're dieting long enough, you'll usually get to a point, especially once you're leaner, like around that 12 to 10% body fat, where you may have to start kicking in both. For the water example I showed you, you're going to get to that point where you plateau and you're not going to want to go any lower in calories, and you might need some extra cardio in there to help continue this cut. I hope this helped, guys. I hope my wacky ass water example there made some sense. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share it around if you found it was helpful, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.